Look, I'm a person that uses Anthropic, Claude Code every single day of my life. I used it constantly, like all day long. I make things with Claude Code. I go back and forth between Claude Code and OpenAI's Codex, but for the majority of my coding time, it's with Claude Code now. I don't really type in code anymore. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. It just takes too much time. I already know how to do it, and that problem has been solved. So I use Claude Code to do most of my work, if probably 98% of my work now. And this tweet from George over here, you see this? Anthropic just pulled Claude Code from the Pro plan. We've seen this happen a bunch of times with tech companies. They'll release something and then they'll take it away from us, even though we've been paying for it for the longest time. Let's read a little bit more. Pro users wanting it need Max now. Max is like $100 per month. Pro is like $20. So you're going to go up $80 just to use Claude Code? 5x jump. George goes on to say, I'm on Max 20x, so I'm fine. Right. So that's usually, if you're a developer, you usually use the CLI, or you use the Max 20x or Max 5x, possibly, if you have smaller projects that you're using. Right. Flagging for anyone on Pro who's about to find out. No announcement, just a pricing page edit. Now look at this. Claude Code, it used to be included in Pro, and now it's X'd out. So you pay $20 for Pro per month. Right. So let's go back. Now, if you think about it, if you have a few things that you want to work on, maybe a static website with 5 pages or something, you need to make some edits here and there. That's fine. You connect it to your GitHub, you connect it to Vercel, and it's like super quick edits, push it up, have it do the git commit for you possibly, and then push it up. That's simple, right? But what you shouldn't do, Claude with commits. It doesn't make any sense. It just uses tokens. You're wasting money. Use GitHub. Even if you want to use their desktop app, use their desktop app. But then somebody from Anthropic commented on this post, and they went into full damage control mode, right? And I hate when corporations do this, and we should call them out when they do it. Right? It's damage control. So, okay. So now let's read this, and then I'm going to come back with something that I think is going to happen. And I want you to comment down below what you think this is all about. Okay. So here we go. For clarity, this is a mole from Anthropic. For clarity, we're running a small test on about 2% of new prosumer signups. Existing Pro and Max subscribers aren't affected. Okay. Why would you run a test on people that wanted to pay for Pro? They wanted to pay their $20 to get Claude Code, test it out, see if they want to upgrade to Max 5X, because you just run out of code eventually. You run out of tokens eventually, and you need to upgrade. It's a really easy foot in the door for these people. Then, after this tweet, watch this. Full damage control. When we launched Max a year ago, it didn't include Claude Code. Cowork didn't exist, and agents that run for hours weren't a thing. Max was designed for heavy chat usage. That's it. So they're gaslighting, saying, hey, guess what, guys? We just gave you something nice. Appreciate it, right? Since then, we bundled Claude Code into Max, and it took off after Opus 4. Cowork landed. Long-running sync or async agents are now everyday workflows. The way people actually use a Claude subscription has changed fundamentally. Okay. We get that. Like mine, I've changed mine too, right? And I'm sure you have as well. Engagement per subscriber is way up. We made small adjustments along the way, weekly caps, tighter limits at peak, but usage has changed a lot, and our current plans weren't built for this. Okay. So instead of working with us, they're saying, hey, we may have made our plans wrong altogether, which is fine. It happens in business. Sometimes you got to pivot a little bit. So we're looking at different options to keep delivering a great experience for users. Okay. I don't want to call these people out, But that sounds like you're gaslighting us into thinking that this is okay. It's not okay. We don't know exactly what those look like yet. And that's what we're testing and getting feedback on right now. When we do land on something, if it affects existing subscribers, you'll get plenty of notice before anything changes. We'll hear it from us, not a screenshot on X or Reddit. Okay, listen, this person, head of growth at Anthropic, George is right. This screenshot that they posted, that's true. I love Anthropic. I love their mission. I love what they do, but you got to call them out when they're doing some shady stuff, right? This last one right here, this guy right here, that's me. I love Anthropic, but this is pretty scummy. I think it is. Okay, Boomer, probably won't be read, but please don't take away code for pro users. We are not all coders. We use it to chat and the occasional help with something. It just works much better than chat. I never even reach the week limit. I use it maybe 1 or 2 hours a day. So that like a small user, right? So what's going to happen here? And I want you to think about this for a moment. They took it away from some users. They're going to take it away from everybody. They're going to take it away from pro users unless we speak up about it. And even then, you know what corporations do? They do this all the time. They'll do a test like this. They'll see if there's any sort of outrage on the internet, on X, on Reddit, whatever. And if they see that there's outrage, you know what they're going to do? They're going to wait a little bit. They're going to wait 3 months or something. Wait for it to die down. And then they're going to slowly pick away at things. Say, we're switching things up a little bit so we can help you. So this is what they said right, right up here. We made small adjustments along the way, but usage has changed a lot and our current plans weren't built for this. They're not ready for this. They have all the money in the world, hundreds of billions of dollars. They have the infrastructure. They noticed maybe, they can squeak a little bit more money out of us if they want us to upgrade our plans. And if that's the case, my suggestion is to go over to OpenAI. Go to Codex. They 5x your code output with the regular $20 plan. I've done tests side by side. And I've written code full. I've had 5 or 6 agents going at the same time, wrote full code for a React site, 10 pages with a blog element and a file upload element and a form so you can subscribe to my newsletter. And you know what? I never ran out of tokens. The other day on Claude, I was doing some very simple coding, very, very simple. I'm on the pro plan on this account. Very simple stuff. 5-page static website. I had to change the hero section of the site. I had to add a bento box over here. And there's a big, it's a big hero section thing. Title, form, things like that. It literally ran out of tokens before the task was done. So I had to take that task where it was, where it just stopped. I had to take that, open up Codex in another editor and say, hey, finish this code for me. Here's a screenshot of what I want. And it did it. And it didn't bug me and it didn't downgrade me and it didn't stop me. Now, the problem is that wasn't my max account. But if you're paying if you want to pay $20 per month because you're getting some really good value out of that $20, that's great. Maybe you're going to make some internal tools for you and your team, or maybe you're going to make a landing page for your company, or maybe you're going to make a widget or a trinket or something. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're going to make with the code. The tool that you pay for should be able to make that thing. Now, when you subscribe to Photoshop, Okay. Now they do have some AI elements to it, right? When you subscribe to something like Photoshop, it's local on your computer. You don't always use their cloud, but you do store your files in the cloud most of the time. But you expect to use the software for that whole month for that $20 or whatever you're paying for Photoshop. They don't just stop you midway, like mid PSD creation and be like, you know what? Used up all your tokens, man. We can't go on. I know it doesn't take as much compute. I know the whole system is different, but it's just one-to-one. You got to get your tasks done. And if you think that everybody's going to start paying $100 for Claude Code, you are sadly mistaken, because the Max 5X, $100, the Max 20X, so much more than that. And if you are like a high-end coder, use those. Also use the CLI. That's really nice and helpful. Command line that thing. It's so much nicer. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to subscribe too, because we're going to do some more of this type of content on here. But I'm also going to give you ideas of how to use Claude and OpenAI's tools so you can start your own thing. Business. You can start an app. You can make some SaaS products. The SaaS apocalypse is coming, apparently, or it's already here. People in Silicon Valley are just yelling at the rooftops about the SaaS apocalypse. It's going to be a while before that happens. So you do have some time to build an app. Make a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this. Is this scummy, or is this okay for them to do? All right. Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.